Hi, Roland and the Antler team. Your next best hire isn't human. My name is Paul, and I build tailor-made AI employees for high-performance roles. The founder operations manager role is one of the hardest at a venture firm. It owns every founder touchpoint, every scorecard, every residency session, every community event, usually held together by one person's memory and one person's weekend. What if that role was structured as a human plus an AI teammate, purpose-built for it? Not a tool, a teammate. Reports to the human, owns operational state, drafts every founder-facing message, sends nothing without approval. This is what that looks like built. Start of a Monday. Every Monday morning at 7 a.m., this lands in your inbox. Not a dashboard you have to open, a document you can read in 90 seconds. Every number has a small mark next to it. Watch what happens when I click one. That 94% is traceable. The rule that defines what on time means, version 3, committed last Monday. The state of the funnel at the exact moment this number was computed, the SQL that produced it, the brief run that surfaced it. An auditor, a regulator, a skeptical partner in a board meeting, any of them can click any number in this system and reach its source in under 2 seconds. This is not a demo property. This is how the architecture works. This is the founder operations manager's home screen. Everything the role owns is on one page. 3 scorecards are overdue. 2 residency sessions are at risk. 12 founder-facing messages are drafted and waiting for approval. 1 funnel anomaly was detected overnight, and unlike a normal alert, the system has an opinion on why. We'll come back to that in a moment. First, the approval queue. Every message the system drafts is in Antler's voice, not ChatGPT voice, not generic VC voice. Your voice, learned from a corpus of past approved messages, checked against a regression score on every draft, and never sent until a human approves it. The Founder Ops Manager can approve, edit, or discard. Approvals in the web, in Slack on their phone, wherever they are. Every edit feeds back into the voice corpus. The system gets more you-sounding with every cohort. When the voice score drops below a threshold, here, 0.52, the system refuses to stage the draft and asks the human to write it. This is a refusal, not a guess. That's the whole point. Partners don't want a dashboard. Partners want answers. They ask questions in plain English. The system breaks the question into a sequence of tool calls, lists the relevant metrics, identify the dimensions, compose a validated query, execute it against the current data snapshot, return numbers with full provenance. The language model never writes SQL. It composes from a governed catalog of metrics it did not author. In 12 seconds, a narrative. Numbers with provenance. A diagnosis that's grounded in the data, not in a plausible-sounding guess. And a concrete next action. Every number that just appeared is click traceable to the SQL that produced it. If the same question is asked again tomorrow against the same data, the answer is byte identical. Not similar, identical. Now the money moment. Watch what happens when reality breaks. An hour ago, a senior speaker canceled a session scheduled for tomorrow afternoon. A founder cohort is expecting it. A room is booked. Catering is ordered. The playbook ran in 43 seconds. It flagged the session. It pulled 3 backup speakers from the directory that match the topic and have availability. It drafted 3 messages in Antler's voice, one to Marta, one to the cohort, one to the highest ranked backup. It staged them for approval. It sent nothing. The decision stays human. The execution is instant. Back where we started, the Monday brief. Partners open it once a week. It takes 90 seconds to read. Every number is defensible. Every action the system took in the prior week is listed, counted, and linked. 128 partner hours recovered over the last 12 weeks. That's not a projection. That's the actual count of ops firefighting events the system handled without pulling a partner in. This is what partners mean when they say they want to be out of the day-to-day. Not promised. Measured. What you just saw runs on your existing HubSpot, your Google Workspace, your Slack. Business logic lives in your repo, not ours. Frontier models upgrade without a rebuild. EU data residency by default. A 3-week paid strategy sprint. Fixed fee. Deliverable is a measured baseline and a build specification. If the build quote works, we build it. If not, the spec is yours. 30 minutes on your calendar. That's the only ask. Thank you for listening.